In this video we are going to be looking at a comparison between Jasper and Bramework to give you an idea of how you can utilize these platforms to quickly create content for your blog posts, articles and social media posts. We will dive into the members area of each platform to give you an idea of the tools and features and how they can be used to create content, and we will also look over the pricing structure of each of the platforms so that you can make an informed decision to decide which one would be the best for you, for your business. So make sure to keep watching until the end of the video and we will dive into more of these elements in more detail. So if you're just starting out on your copywriting journey and you are looking for a faster way to help you create content, there is a multitude of AI creation platforms online that can quickly help you to create content, and Jasper is one of the better known platforms that is used by content creators to create anything from the likes of blog posts, titles, templates, even descriptions for the likes of your YouTube channels, social media posts and so forth. And recently I have come across another platform by the name of Bramework that also utilizes a lot of similar features and has some really cool elements to help you structure a blog post in its entirety so that you can create pretty much a template that you can use for future blog posts, so that you can quickly create content without really having to think too much about what you're doing. So one of the biggest gripes about copywriting, or when you're trying to write any type of sales copy, one of the main issues that you would have is writer's block, trying to figure out exactly what to write, how to write it and how to present it to your audience. But the cool thing about platforms like these here is the fact that it will take all of that hassle and stress away, so you don't have to really think about it. All you need to do is just to add in a few keywords into your titles and descriptions, and the AI will generate the rest for you. I have done previous videos on using these platforms, even with Bramework. I'll make sure to leave links down to those videos in the description so that you can go and check them out. Now Jasper is one of the better known platforms, and I myself personally use Jasper on a day-to-day basis because for my day job I do copywriting, and this greatly helps me to increase the overall speed at which I can work and get content created. So it really helps me to not even have to really think about the entire process, because there's nothing worse, like I mentioned, if you're trying to sit down to write and you can't think of an idea. With these platforms, that takes all that out of the equation. So with the likes of Jasper, if we go into the members area once you sign up, depending on which pricing plan you decide to sign up with, you can start off with the starter plan, and it starts from a minimum of $49 per month, but that price will increase depending on the word count, because there are limits on the amount of words that you can produce with the app software each month. So the more words you produce, the more you will be charged. And the same can be said for the boss mode package. So that starts off at a minimum of $99 a month, and it gives you a limit of 100,000 words that you can process, but again that gradually goes up. The more words you process, the more it will cost you. And in most cases, even though it is a very good platform and it does things very, very simply, Jasper in itself is also one of the most expensive platforms on the market to use. So just bear that in mind if you are deciding to use it for a content creation platform. So once inside of the members area, depending on which pricing tier you decide to sign up as, you will be greeted with a dashboard where you'll get updates of any current plans withstanding. You can join the community. You can also promote Jasper as an affiliate if you want to as well. So you can add in documents, you can add in your favorites. You also have access to templates that you can utilize. So here you can look at all the plethora of templates that are readily available for you to get started. Anything from the likes of an all-in-one document where you can create full-on documents from scratch, to paragraph generators, blog post outlines, topic ideas, email marketing, even product descriptions for the likes of e-commerce platforms with Amazon, video topic ideas and script outlines, and even titles for your YouTube videos, email subject headlines, even SEO, blog posts and title for meta descriptions, even to as much as answering questions on Quora. It pretty much covers everything here. So you can also break down each of the queries by the categories themselves, depending on what it is that you're looking to create. So it really just boils down to your own preferences. But in this case here, we're just going to be quickly looking at how to generate a blog post really quick. So in this case, all you're going to do is, we're going to look at this one here, SEO blog post title and meta description. So you're just going to click on that, and what you're going to do is you're going to be presented with a list of fields that you enter in information that the AI will understand, and what it will do is it will produce content for you based on the information you present to it. So I'm just going to put in a few keyword ideas and we'll move along with the process to see and to show you how easy it is to generate content. So once we've outlined majority of the details inside that we want to generate content for, once everything is ready to go, all we need to do is click on the generate AI content button below, and as you can see here, it's giving you a list of outlines for both title and meta descriptions that you can add into your blog posts. So all you need to do is just highlight the elements that you want to use. So it's just a case of copying to the clipboard, and what you want to do is open up a document or a Google Doc or a Word doc, and it's just a case of adding in the details into it, because you can use that then to tweak and change around and add into your blog post at a later stage when everything is ready. So the next thing what we want to do is we want to come back to one of the other templates, and we want to create a few various paragraphs that we can use. And again, once we've added in the specific details, we just generate the content, and after a few moments it will give you a list of detailed article ideas again that you can use. So just read through the information that's presented. Again, even though it does a really good job of being able to process information, there still may be errors included, but that's the whole point of this, because when you take what you need and you copy and paste it into your Word document, you're going to change it anyway. And the thing is, you do need to, because with the likes of Google doesn't really process or allow content from artificial intelligence or AI platforms to really rank on Google. So you will still need to come in, copy the content and manually adjust various words and change things around so that you can potentially get the content to rank. So there's still going to be a bit of work up front in order to make it happen. So if you're happy enough with the selection, again, it's just as simple as copy to the clipboard, go over to your Google document and then just add it in so that you can use for later. Or alternatively, what you can do is you can come over to the likes of the long form editor if you have the likes of the boss mode subscription, and you can create like a blog post workflow, or you can start from scratch. In this case, we're just going to create a blog post workflow. So you're just going to add in the specific details and the keywords. So you're just going to add in the details and you're just going to generate title ideas that you can use for the specific article. And as you can see here, it does give you a quick overview of what you can use. So when you're happy enough with your selection, you just click on the one that you want to use. And in this case, you can write an intro paragraph or you can generate ideas themselves. So we're just going to quickly just generate a few ideas. And here you can see process has been completed. And it does give you again another brief outline that you can use. So when you're happy enough with your selection, just click on the one you want to use and then everything is set up. So you just click on the editor so you can open everything up. So all you literally need to do is just start typing in more information. What you can even do is you can just tidy up the article, and that will also help you to compose additional content. So once you've typed in a certain number or a few lines of text that's related to the article in question, the button at the bottom left will be highlighted, the compose button. Now you can set the output duration to shorter, medium or longer. So in this case I'll just put it on the longer so it'll generate more content, and we just click on compose. So as you can see here, it has composed quite a bit of content that you can use. So you can continue to do this throughout the entirety of the document until it no longer allows you to do so. And it's just a case then when you're happy enough with the content that has been created, you can then copy it then into your Word document for future use. So it's literally a case of just copying in everything that's here and then you can add it into your Word document. So when you're putting together your blog post, ideally what you can do is you can change out any of the headlines. You can add in like subheadings and even various other text and articles and sections that you can use to build out your article and to make it more relevant to the content that you want to create. Again, you will need to adjust the font sizes and the text, and you will need to more than likely rewrite certain pieces as not everything will line up, and you want to give yourself the best chance possible to rank on Google. But this will show you how simple it is to put together the basic framework for creating a simple blog post from scratch using the Jasper platform. Now again, the platform is quite expensive, but it does give you enough tools to help you get started. But it is worthwhile checking out if it is something that you are considering using, especially if you're writing content on a more long-term basis, or if you do copywriting for your day job, or you write regular blog posts and social media posts, this may be a good avenue to check out. But if we have a look at the Bramework platform, Bramework itself is another fantastic platform that you can use, although compared to the likes of Jasper, it doesn't have the plethora of tools that are available inside. But what it does have, it has more than enough to help you get started. And when you compare the pricing structure compared to that of Jasper, it is relatively on the cheaper side compared to what you would get. Now, there are a lot more limitations in terms of what's on offer and what you can generate with the likes of the words and so forth, but it is worthwhile trying to get started. And you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. There'll be a link in the description so that you can go and check it out, and that in itself will allow you to get your foot in the door with understanding how the process works to create content. Again, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos on using this platform, I'll leave a link down in the description also so that you can go and check them out. With that being said, once we jump into the Bramework members area, you will see that you will have a list of tools that you can utilize. Now, it doesn't have anything near the complexity of the likes of Jasper, but it still has plenty there to help you get started. So you can generate blog post titles, blog outlines, you can even do keyword research, but in this case all we're going to use is the long form writing assistant, just to give you an idea of how quickly you can create posts. So click on the AI writing assistant, and then we're going to click on new post, and we're just going to enter in a keyword phrase, click on continue. We will get a notification to say that it's pretty much good to go, so we just click on continue, and then you can just add in any relevant keywords that you need to again tell the AI exactly what it is that you want to do. So when you're happy enough with the selection, you just click on create, and then what it's going to do is it's going to open up the form editor inside. So all you're literally going to do is add in the title, and then what you can do is you can add in the titles, you can create the outlines, add in keywords, you can even check the SEO score to give you an idea of how to rank the content better on search engines. And if you're not sure of even the titles or outlines that you want to generate, you can get the AI to do it for you. So in this case, we're just going to look at an outline, going to click on generate, and here it gives you a lot of content that you can use. They'll give you an idea of how to structure everything. So all you need to do is just click on the plus icon to insert it into the editor, and what it does is you don't even really have to do anything. It breaks everything down into paragraphs, and it adds in the titles or the subheadings into each section. So it primarily simplifies the process for you. So if you want to add in even more content, all you need to do is just type in a few more sentences and then use the green check mark icon at the bottom of the screen, and it's going to generate more content for you. And as you can see here, it's giving you some extra information that you can also utilize to add into your blog posts. But what this really does is it really simplifies the process, even though, right, it doesn't generate as much content, but it generates all of the headings in a specific area. So what you can literally do is use this as an exact template, and it's just a case of highlighting everything that's available, and then you can just copy and paste it over into your Word document, and it will bring over all of the headlines. Alternatively, what you can do is you can share the post, make it public. If you have a WordPress site, you can sync all of the content to your WordPress blog. You can also publish the post. Again, you will need to install the WordPress plugin that you get from signing up to Bramework. That will sync everything across. Alternatively, you can download the content in either HTML file, PDF doc, a Word document, or a text file. Or what you can just simply do, what I just did, you just highlight everything and copy and paste it over into a Word doc or a Google doc in this case, and it will copy over all of the headings as well. So it will allow you to simplify the process. And even though, right, it has generated content like I mentioned, but you can use this here as the basic framework or structure, which you can then use as a template to reuse it again and again for future blog posts. And using the platform like this here really simplifies the process. Right, it doesn't have as many in-depth tools and features as say Jasper does, but it definitely makes things a lot simpler, as you're not allowing yourself to get distracted with all of the unnecessary features. Like, even though Jasper has a plethora of tools and templates, templates. You may not use the majority of them in here for whatever reason, but if you're just writing blog posts and articles, Bramework would ideally be a better alternative because you're only focusing on one thing. So if all you're doing is just writing blog articles and blog posts, using a platform like this here would be a great alternative. What you can do is as well inside of Bramework is that you can write the article exactly as it is, and you can also generate more content based off the paragraphs. You can add in lists, steps, you can rephrase the words that are already written inside. So you can click on any of these buttons and it will summarize and rephrase the text. You can change all of the font styles and sizes. You can add in images inside, and you can use readily available images that are already on the platform for you to get started, and they're all free to use. You can double click on the images and add in any alternative text to help them rank further on search engines. Also, what you can do is you can highlight specific elements of text, and you can also link to other articles, blog posts, or even add in affiliate links to your offers or promotions as well. So if people click on them and they buy, you will earn even more. You will earn commissions for each sale. What you can also do inside the platform, it will give you an overall preview of what the general outline of the blog post will look like. So this in itself is really good, and for beginners starting out, it is a very good alternative to the likes of Jasper and even other AI content creation platforms out there. So it really just depends on your own preferences. It really just boils down to what it is that you want to do. If you're looking for an all-in-one platform that primarily will help you with everything that you want to do content wise, if you're wanting to do like social media content creation, you want to write creative stories, blog posts, articles, you even want to do email marketing, you want to write product descriptions and details for the likes of either affiliate products, services, even e-commerce products, or if you're building out e-commerce websites, Instagram, even doing email marketing, even if you want to create your own video descriptions, titles, headlines, and etc. for the likes of your video content, then Jasper would be one of the go-to platforms, if not the go-to platform, that will cater for all of your needs. But if you're just looking to simplify the process where you're not really using any of those other elements, then Bramework would be one of the best alternatives that you can use if all you're wanting to do is just write blog articles and blog posts. Again, with each of the content that is inside, you will still need to adjust the text inside when you're taking and copying stuff over to your articles, which you want to put into your blog posts. You will still need to tweak all of the text. You still will need to reword and rewrite things and proofread everything to make sure everything is consistent, because you want to give yourself the best chance possible to rank your articles on Google. But as long as you set up the basic structure, you can set up a template for yourself which you can then reuse over and over again, and once you learn the processes, you'll be able to utilize them for any future projects moving forward. So either one of these platforms really just depends on what you need yourself and your own preferences. So if you're looking for simplicity, Bramework would be the best alternative, but if you're looking for something that has pretty much everything that you need, where you want to dive into other aspects of content creation, then Jasper will have everything that you need. But it totally is up to you and what you think. So if you are interested in getting any of these platforms, again, links will be in the description so that you can go and check them out and you can decide for yourself. And if you would like to see more comparison videos of other useful content creation platforms, or even AI content creation platforms to help you create content for your business so you can scale things to the next level, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be updated when future videos are released. And if you would like to see more videos on other platforms that you can use to create content quickly and effectively, I'll leave a link to a playlist here on the screen to see more of those tools and features in action, and then you can see for yourself how they can help you grow and scale your business. So be sure to check them out, and I will see you all over in the next one.